The charmer archetype is all about making others feel good, using warmth, attentiveness, and subtle flattery to create a connection that is smooth and effortless. Unlike more forceful seduction styles, the charmer doesn't need to dominate or overwhelm. Instead, they excel at making people feel valued, heard, and understood, drawing them in with grace rather than intensity. What sets the charmer apart is their ability to create a harmonious, pleasant atmosphere where people feel comfortable, admired, and at ease, allowing them to disarm others without ever seeming threatening or manipulative. At the core of the charmer's seduction is the ability to make others feel special. They are masters of listening, paying attention to the subtle cues and emotions of the people around them. This attentiveness makes the target feel uniquely seen and understood, which is incredibly seductive in a world where so many people feel overlooked or unappreciated. The charmer's power lies not in drawing attention to themselves, but in making others feel like the center of attention. By focusing on the desires, emotions, and needs of their target, the charmer subtly builds a sense of intimacy and trust. Psychologically, the charmer taps into a deep human need for affirmation and validation. Everyone wants to feel important, to be noticed for who they are, and to be treated with kindness and respect. The charmer understands this and gives people what they crave, the feeling of being seen and valued. Through compliments, engaging conversation, and a genuine seeming interest in their target's thoughts and feelings, the charmer fosters a connection that feels authentic and emotionally fulfilling. This ability to make others feel special is not just about flattery. It's about creating a bond that feels sincere and emotionally real, even if it is ultimately a strategy. The charmer is also adept at reading social situations and adjusting their behavior accordingly. They are highly flexible and adaptable, able to navigate different personalities and contexts with ease. Whether in a group setting or one-on-one, the charmer knows how to create a sense of flow in conversation, avoiding conflict or tension and making others feel relaxed in their presence. This adaptability is key to their charm. They can shift to fit the needs of the moment, whether it requires humor, empathy, or even playful flirtation. The charmer makes everything feel easy, as though the connection is happening naturally, without effort. What makes the charmer even more effective is their ability to keep things light and enjoyable. They don't get bogged down in heavy emotions or serious topics unless the moment calls for it. Instead, they maintain an air of positivity and playfulness, making every interaction feel enjoyable and uplifting. This lightness makes people feel good when they're around the charmer, which creates a powerful sense of attraction. The charmer knows that people are drawn to those who bring joy and ease into their lives, and they skillfully provide that through their demeanor, words, and actions. However, beneath the surface, the charmer's seduction relies on a form of emotional manipulation, albeit a gentle one. While they seem completely attuned to the other person's needs, they are also subtly guiding the interaction to their advantage. By focusing on what the other person wants to hear or feel, the charmer creates a sense of dependency or emotional attachment. The target may not even realize that they are being seduced because the charmer's methods are so pleasant and non-confrontational. There is no overt power play, no tension, only a smooth, enjoyable connection that leaves the target wanting more of the charmer's attention and approval. The charmer's power also lies in their emotional restraint. They are always in control of their own emotions, never coming across as needy or desperate. This emotional self-possession makes them even more attractive because they seem self-sufficient and confident, qualities that naturally draw others in. The charmer never reveals too much about themselves too soon, which adds an element of mystery to their otherwise warm and open demeanor. They maintain a delicate balance, giving enough to make the other person feel connected, but holding back just enough to keep the intrigue alive. In many ways, the charmer operates by creating a sense of reciprocity. They give others the gift of attention, admiration, and warmth, which makes the target feel indebted in some way, even if only subconsciously. The person being charmed feels a natural inclination to return the kindness and affection, deepening the bond without even realizing they are being led down a path of seduction. The charmer's ability to make others feel good becomes a tool for influence. as people are far more likely to be swayed by someone who makes them feel positive and appreciated. The charmer seduction style works particularly well in social and professional settings, where overt seduction might seem inappropriate or out of place. Their ability to blend warmth, attentiveness, and subtle allure makes them highly effective in environments where influence is key. In the modern world, the charmer's skills are often seen in leaders, influencers, or those in positions of power who use their social ease and people skills to navigate complex relationships without ever seeming forceful or domineering. But while the charmer's approach is highly effective, it also has limitations. Because their seduction is based on creating ease and harmony, they may struggle when faced with conflict or more intense emotional dynamics. The charmer's instinct is to avoid confrontation and keep things pleasant, which can sometimes prevent them from forming deeper, more emotionally raw connections. Their seduction style thrives on keeping things light and enjoyable, but this can lead to relationships that feel surface level or lacking in emotional depth over time. For those seduced by the charmer, the experience can be intoxicating. The charmer makes them feel good, makes everything seem easy, and creates a bond that feels natural and effortless. Yet, as time goes on, some may realize that the connection, while pleasant, lacks the emotional intensity or depth they might desire from a more passionate relationship. The charmer's strength is in their ability to smooth over rough edges and keep things positive, but this can also mean they avoid the more challenging, but ultimately more rewarding aspects of true intimacy. In essence, the charmer seduces by offering others the gift of attention, warmth, and ease. They make people feel special and admired without ever seeming pushy or demanding. Their skill lies in creating an emotional atmosphere where people feel good in their presence, and this positivity naturally leads to attraction. However, their reluctance to engage with more difficult or complex emotions can sometimes limit the depth of their relationships. The charmer is a master of light, easy, and enjoyable connection, but they may shy away from the deeper emotional waters that some relationships require. Nonetheless, their ability to disarm, soothe, and uplift is what makes them such an effective and captivating seducer.